Behind Justin Bieber's image as a supportive husband, some fans believe something deeper might be going on. There hasn't been any public drama or arguments, just one move that caught everyone's attention. He stopped following Hailey on Instagram. What made it even stranger was the timing. It happened just 2 days after Hailey's skincare brand, Rhode, was reported to be worth $1 billion. Justin didn't explain or comment. Instead, he shared odd Instagram stories with sarcastic captions that left fans confused and questioning the state of their marriage. Was it just a small disagreement, or was there something more serious happening behind the scenes? Hailey has been doing incredibly well. Her brand is booming, and she's being recognized for her own achievements, not just as Justin's wife. She's gaining a solid reputation in the business world. On the other hand, Justin seems to be struggling with not being the center of attention anymore. Some people have started wondering if his pride is taking a hit as Hailey steps into the spotlight. Is this quiet tension online just the surface of a much deeper issue? The shift seemed to start when Rhode hit its milestone. To understand what really happened, I went through posts, interviews, behind-the-scenes information, and viral videos. It all traces back to June 15, 2022, when Hailey launched Rhode. In only 3 years, it turned into a huge success. Her products were constantly sold out at Sephora, beauty bloggers loved them, and by May 2025, the brand was bought by ELF for around $1 billion. The deal included cash, stock, and future bonuses. Hailey's circle, including early investors, made serious money from it. Unlike Kylie Jenner, who gave up most of her brand by selling 51%, Hailey's deal allowed her to stay in control. She didn't just get a huge payday, she kept her power. Around the same time, she was featured on the cover of Vogue, which praised her as a new kind of business leader. She was no longer just famous for her marriage. One person on social media summed it up perfectly. Hailey had built a billion-dollar company, had a happy home with baby Jack Blues, and her career was taking off. But while Hailey was being celebrated, people started noticing Justin's behavior online. Not long after the Vogue cover came out, he posted something odd. Haha, remember that fight I said you'd never make it to a Vogue cover? Yeah, I was wrong. It seemed like a joke, but many thought it was actually a subtle dig. Fans asked why he couldn't simply say he was proud of her without bringing up an old disagreement. He later deleted the post and replaced it with a line from a Beyoncé song. "She looks at me for me." Some people said it was random. Others thought it was a cryptic message. Then came Mother's Day 2025, Hailey's first one since having their baby. Instead of sharing a sweet message, Justin posted, "Mother's Day sucked. It's all just a performance." The next day, he added, "If I have to do something to be loved, that ain't love." A person who claimed to work with the couple said Justin was very aware of what he was doing, and that those posts were meant to hurt. Someone close to Hailey said she cried all night, but still showed up smiling for the cameras the next day. The hashtag Hailey Deserves Better began trending. Fans started comparing Hailey's rising success with Justin's recent financial troubles. In December 2022, Justin sold his entire music catalog for $200 million, a surprisingly low figure for someone with his career. A rumor on TikTok claimed his management team had mismanaged his funds, and a later financial review showed some suspicious money moves. Some sources even said that Hailey's growing brand was what was keeping their lifestyles secure. Sources said that during a heated moment, Justin snapped and blamed Hailey for being too focused on her own goals to notice his financial problems. But others pointed out that he had been involved in Rhode's early stages too. His manager had supported the brand and invested in it, so it wasn't fair to say Hailey left him on his own. More clips from the past started resurfacing. In 2021, Justin was filmed slamming a car door while Hailey was right behind him. In 2022, he skateboarded far ahead of her, leaving her to walk alone. In 2023, he was caught on camera saying, "Don't touch me," when she tried to hold his hand. Some people felt these clips showed signs of public disrespect. Others said those moments were being blown out of proportion and that no couple is perfect all the time. Then came a leaked voice recording, though still not confirmed, where someone sounding like Justin made fun of the way Hailey talks and said if I hadn't pushed Rhode, it wouldn't be worth anything. Some online users believed it showed Justin trying to take credit for Hailey's success. Whether the clip was real or edited, it stirred up a lot of opinions. As things got more heated online, Justin shared another message. Telling someone what they deserve is like raising someone else's kid. Who are you to judge? God decides what we're worthy of. Some thought he was defending their relationship. Others brought up the fact that when Hailey was being bullied online in the past, he said very little, but when the attention turned on him, he had plenty to say. One fan pointed out that Justin had recently defended rapper Sexy Red after she faced online criticism, but he didn't say anything when Hailey was being dragged for years. Justin kept posting vague captions, like, "I'll never be like y'all," "You got nothing I want," and "You can point out my flaws, but maybe look at your own too." Just a few days ago, he added another one. "Tired of transactional relationships. If I have to do something to be loved, that ain't love." A lot of people assumed he was talking about Hailey. Not. Everyone agrees he's targeting her. Some people think Justin is just going through a tough time and using social media to let out his emotions. They say he's dealing with personal struggles and pressure like anyone else would. Some stories suggested Justin might be dealing with substance problems, although his team firmly denied it. Still, people can tell he's not the same person he used to be when he first became famous. Unlike Miley Cyrus, who found a way to grow up in the spotlight with some stability, Justin's journey feels more like Britney Spears. Fame too young, constant pressure, and emotional struggles. One thing that's also raised concerns is his connection to Diddy, who is now facing serious accusations. A video from 2009 shows a 15-year-old Justin spending nearly 2 days at Diddy's house. That sparked questions about what he might have experienced at such a young age. Some people think those kinds of parties left him with lasting emotional scars. In a place like Hollywood, where powerful people often take advantage of young stars, Justin might have gone through more than anyone knows, but even if he did face trauma early on, does that excuse the way he's treated Hailey lately? That's where it gets complicated. What's upsetting is that his behavior has taken attention away from Hailey's achievements. Instead of headlines focusing on how she built a billion-dollar brand from the ground up, people have been caught up in his moody posts and the Instagram unfollow. His captions like, "I'll never be like y'all," and "Your lives are boring," didn't come off as thoughtful. They just seemed bitter and drowned out the moment Hailey should have been celebrated. It's especially disappointing because Justin did help Rhode in the beginning. His manager's support and industry ties gave the brand an early boost. But just because he supported her once doesn't mean he gets to act out now. One fan said it best: Hailey should be supported by her husband, not pulled down by him. Another fan put it more bluntly: watching Justin act like this is exhausting. Then everything took a strange turn. What if all the drama, those cold posts, the supposed tension, the unfollow, wasn't random at all? What if it was planned? Not as a publicity stunt, but as part of a bigger project? That's exactly what it turned out to be. A short clip appeared showing Justin defending himself, saying, "You think this is a game? At the expense of another human?" Then he said, "I love my wife." The clip wasn't leaked. It was from the trailer for their new documentary, Bieber Real Behind the Scenes, released on June 14, 2025. In the trailer, Justin smirks and says, "We had everyone thinking we were breaking up, didn't we?" Hailey calmly replies, "Sometimes you gotta play the media game to tell the real story." That's when it all made sense. A source revealed that since early 2024, the couple had been working with a social media firm to test how easily public opinion can be swayed. They called it a social experiment. Turns out, none of it was real. The strange posts, the distant behavior, even the so-called voice leaks were all part of a script. Even the rumors about Justin's finances were planned. The whole idea was to show how fast lies can spread, how easily people believe what they see online, and how media headlines twist stories for clicks. So now the real question is, do people even care about the truth? Or are we more interested in the drama? All it took was one Instagram unfollow and a few vague posts to send everyone into a frenzy. Fans jumped to conclusions, took sides, and filled comment sections with guesses. And that's exactly what Justin and Hailey wanted to observe. But they didn't do this on their own. They worked with experts in psychology, media, and mental health, along with a research team from Stanford. This wasn't just about celebrity gossip. It was about studying how people react online, especially young followers. What seemed like a messy breakup was actually a carefully planned experiment to reflect how our reactions are shaped by what we think we're seeing. Right at the start of the trailer, there's a line that hits hard. "This is not a documentary. This is a mirror." A mirror showing how we respond, how we let our emotions take over, and how we often make snap judgments instead of asking questions. In the past, some celebrities stirred up drama to sell albums or boost their image. But this time, there was no product drop, no music release, and no brand launch tied to the drama. Justin and Hailey weren't trying to make money from it. They wanted people to stop and think about how damaging online gossip can be. What made the whole project even more meaningful was how it used common ideas about relationships to spark bigger conversations. Hailey reached a huge milestone with her company, and Justin's unfollow came right after. That wasn't a coincidence. It was meant to get people talking about things like jealousy, male insecurity, and how often women's success is met with pushback. And it worked. People immediately called Justin controlling or bitter, but the bigger message was, why are those our first assumptions? Instead of posting long explanations, they stayed quiet and watched it unfold. The public filled in the blanks, which made their reactions even more telling. In one powerful moment from the trailer, Justin looks directly into the camera and says, "I played the jealous husband. Hailey played the hurt wife. But what about you? What role are you playing?" That moment flipped everything. Suddenly, the focus wasn't on Justin and Hailey. It was on us. The real point wasn't whether they were fighting. It was about how fast we believe something without thinking it through. How often do we choose outrage over understanding? How much of what we say online is based on truth? This wasn't just about a fake breakup. It was a reminder to think before reacting. Justin and Hailey became symbols of how quickly cancel culture takes over, and they didn't say sorry for it. Hailey said it best in the trailer, "Not everyone's ready to hear the truth, but once you do, you can't look at things the same way again." I'll be honest, I believed it too. I shared the posts, I rolled my eyes at Justin, I thought I was supporting Hailey, but I never stopped to ask if what I saw was even real. Looking back, I see how easy it is to get pulled into fake stories. This whole thing changed how I look at celebrity news. We're not missing the truth. We're just buried under so much noise that we forget to search for it. The next time something big breaks online, maybe we should pause before joining the crowd.